Okay, let's not beat around the bush. This video is going to teach you how to get unlimited motivation, how to be happier throughout the day, and how to reuse all that negative energy from the bad experiences in your life and channel it into something positive. The way you're going to do this is with something I like to call the motivation filter. A pessimist always finds a way to turn everything negative. So if it's a bad thing, let's say their mom died, they're like, oh, my mom died, that's so terrible. If it's a good thing, right? Oh, my friend became successful. It's like, oh, that guy reminds me of how much of a bitch I actually am. Now, I'm not telling you to be a pessimist, this video isn't about that, but you can use this one size fits all type mentality with your productivity and with your motivation. And if you actually apply in this area, it can be really, really beneficial. This video is going to be low edited, okay? It's going to train your attention span. So even if you think this video isn't going to be valuable, you can at least watch it to train your attention span. So I'd recommend giving this video your full attention, because if you truly listen to what I'm telling you right now and you apply to your own life and you keep consistent with it, it is going to change your life. So we want to adopt this one size fits all mentality for our motivation as well. I want to give a name, so we're calling it the motivation filter. Basically, everything that goes in your life, right? The good experiences, the bad experience, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what type of trauma it is, how bad it is. It's all going to pass through this filter. And once it passes through this filter, this machine, this factory, it comes out as motivation for you to work harder on your goals. So for example, did your girlfriend break up with you? Okay, work harder, prove her wrong. Does your girlfriend love you? Okay, work harder and support her. Does your family hate you? Okay, work harder, prove them wrong. Does your family love you? Okay, work hard and retire your parents. You can see that no matter what happens, right? No matter the circumstance, no matter what happens to you in this life, it all ends up at the same spot. That being motivation, that being fuel for you and your goals. And me personally, this has made me like absolutely love work, right? I used to trudge through my work. I used to I don't want to study. I don't want to make these videos. It's boring. I'd rather play video games. But now I look forward to, I wake up with like zest and energy, because I actually look forward to doing this work, to doing what I'm doing right now. Now, obviously part of that is because it's very fulfilling, but the other part is just that everything in my life motivates me. It doesn't matter what it is. Waking up motivates me. Being able to breathe air motivates me. If someone slaps me in my face, that's also going to motivate me. Work becomes fun, right? Like, this isn't work to me. I consider myself literally having fun right now. Like, I'm playing around. I'm speaking to a younger version of myself, other people. I find this interesting right now. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is if you reframe your mindset with the motivation filter. And this is also similar to being an optimist, right? I just said pessimist because I thought it would get more clicks, pessimism, a dark energy. But the thing is, if you want to be an optimist, what does the optimist actually do? Anything that happens to them in life, whether it be good or bad, they treat it as a good thing and they let it make them happier. So you want to have the same thing, but with your motivation and your productivity, because it's nice to be happy, right? But it would be even better to be happy and productive and work hard and be disciplined. A quote that I go by is that everything is either a good thing or it's a learning lesson. Now, hold on. Kids being killed is obviously a bad thing. War is obviously a bad thing, right? So don't go crazy with this, but you know what I mean? Everything is either objectively a good thing. Maybe someone gave me a gift for my birthday, or it's a learning lesson. Ooh, I screwed up. What can I learn from this? How can I use this knowledge that I gained from hindsight to better my other areas of my life? It's so simple, okay? Whenever something happens to you in your life, just say out loud to yourself. It's important you say this out loud, not in your head, because when it's in your head, it's not as effective, okay? It's just not. This makes me want to work harder because blank. Even if that reason is absolute bullshit, like, oh my God, my penis is so small, so therefore I need to joke more. This makes me want to work harder because my penis is so small and I want to overcompensate. Some dumbass shit, I can't really improv, but you get my point, right? Saying this dumbass excuse, this actual dumb excuse, and transferring it into motivation is still better than doing nothing, because here's what 99% of people do. Here's what you do right now. Oh, my penis is so small. I'm such a piece of shit. You internalize that, you let it get to your head. And that's where the true damage is. That's where these things can actually start to affect you, start to ruin your life. These negative thoughts, the bad things that happen in your life, because what's happening is you're internalizing it, all this energy, right? There's this energy, and it's being directed towards yourself in a negative way rather than towards something positive. So the next time literally anything happens in your life, anything negative or positive, any significant thing, just think to yourself, this makes me want to work harder because blank. And to be honest, if you're not even a productivity dude, right? You don't even care that much about working, which I don't really respect, because I think if you haven't made money and you haven't retired your parents, that should be one of your main goals, but I digress, right? If your goal is to be happier, you can do that too. Be an optimist. This makes me happier because blank. I got 0 on the test. This makes me happier because I know I need to commit myself more to my studies. And of course, a lot of the time, it's not actually going to be true, right? It's not going to make any sense. But I strongly believe that the ends justify the means. So picture this with me, right? If the reason you got a huge physique, you look absolutely stonkalicious, zoinked up, zizzed up, is because your friends bullied you and they called you fat or they called you skinny, that's objectively a bad thing. Your friend shouldn't have done that. And you also shouldn't have let it get to your head, right? So failure on both parts. But the thing is, at the end of the day, you have a killer physique now because of it. So I say that even if your life just got ruined, use that as motivation to work harder. And also, like, channeling all that energy towards something positive also lets you let go of that negative bad thing holding you back in the first place. When I was super depressed because I was playing badminton and my coaches were basically cucking me 24/7, right? So I was really depressed. Like, I was crying every single day, every single night, I'd cry into my pillow and I'd like think dark thoughts, yada, yada, the whole jazz, right? What I would always do is I would internalize all of that negativity, right? Oh, my badminton coaches don't put me in good groups. That must be because I'm a piece of shit, or that must be because they don't respect me. Oh, I'm a piece of shit, I'm so bad. All this energy went straight into just destroying myself. And when I quit badminton, I finally learned a little bit of this idea of using the motivation filter, filtering this energy into motivation, into something productive. So I started to tell myself like things, instead of just saying like, oh, my badminton coaches hated me, oh, I was such a piece of shit. I said, oh, my badminton coaches cucked me and they didn't put me in any good groups. I should have used that as an opportunity to practice my fundamentals. You can see how like I made the best of a bad scenario. There's a bad scenario, right? My badminton coaches are cucking me and I feel depressed because of it. Now I can either internalize that and let it really get to me, get to my soul, or I can try and turn it into a learning lesson. I can try and spin it into something positive for my life. Even if it's not that positive, doing nothing will literally be better than using this energy to attack yourself. And of course, like disclaimer, right? When you first start doing this, you're still gonna feel like shit. If someone in the gym slaps you across your face, bitch slaps you, it really fucking hurts, it's still gonna hurt. Because to be honest, your feelings and your emotions, they're more hormonal and physiological, right? Like stress is a hormone, cortisol, right? Anger, all of these things, they're hormones in your body. You can't exactly get rid of them, but you will feel slightly better. You will feel moderately better. And the more you do this, the more your identity starts to shift into the type of person who genuinely doesn't give a fuck, right? So the person slaps you and he calls you skinny. You're gonna internalize it a little bit. Even if in your mind you say, oh, I shouldn't care about that and it's irrational to care about that, you're still gonna care a little bit, right? But the more you tell yourself, and the more you basically lie to yourself, you're just like, oh, I don't care, I don't care, I don't feel anything, I don't feel anything, I'm not supposed to feel anything, I don't care, that's not rational. The more you actually kind of become and adopt that identity, right? Like other people's hate comments and like just the bad things that happen to you in your life, they can either attack your soul or they can be fuel for your growth. Like, why would you let the negative things affect you? Why would you internalize them? Why would you let them attack you, right? And like, I'm saying this from personal experience because I'm talking to my dumbass grade 8 self who just let everything just attack my soul and like destroy my self-esteem. Channel that energy, like all that hate, all that energy, channel all of it right back into motivation, filter it into motivation, into productivity, into optimism, into something actually good. Create life lessons, internalize them, grow and learn from your mistakes. Because the alternative is just letting all that negative energy simmer in your soul and just destroy yourself and like beat yourself up. If you like unfiltered content, you know, heart to heart, authentic, real content, not AI slop. I never use AI in my videos, real content, you know, hit a sub, hit the notifications, follow along. We can grow together on this self-improvement journey.